Hey everybody, what's up? Emerald Gamer here with the monthly update for February, albeit a little bit late, but here we are. Final Fantasy month is over, people, and honestly we need to address something. I don't know if this is going to be tagged before or after a video, or an upload or whatever, or it's just going to be like a little update video in itself like it always is, but anyways, I need to address this because it's honestly a problem. At the start of Final Fantasy month, I think it was the 9th or whatever, we had planned to go from, I think it was like when we started, to February 9th was the cutoff date for Final Fantasy month. If you're just now joining us, Final Fantasy month is basically what it sounds like. It's a month full of Final Fantasy stuff / just Square Enix related content, just because. And what had happened, or what the plan was, I should say. I'm not going to say what happened yet, but the plan was we were going to have more frequent uploads than we did normally, and that was not only just for the month, but going ahead further in time type of thing. Like, we were going to be continuing this schedule afterwards, but we were testing it for with Final Fantasy month. And honestly, we did get out more videos, I think, than we did last year, which I believe last year we only got out like 8 or 9, something like that. So there's that. We still have a few more. We're gonna pump that out, as well as like flow back in our normal, regularly scheduled stuff. But that was that. And on the stream side of things, we planned on streaming more than we did last year for Final Fantasy month. Although last year, thinking about it, we did quite a few. We did at least 12 really big streams last year, which is, like, when I mean by really big, I mean just like a straight 8 hours worth of streaming, I believe. So that was a pretty big goal, although it was not nearly at all close this year to where it was. And that's because of my internet, people. Like, I don't know if I made a video on this at all at some point during Final Fantasy month, but we were, well, me specifically, Donovan was helping out on his end, because he lives a little bit further away than I do, or we live, that didn't make any fucking sense. He lives, we live pretty far away in terms of the city that we live in, so, pretty much on the complete opposite end of the city. So naturally, he was helping me as he normally does with uploads, and big shout out to Donovan Diamond Gamer for that, because we wouldn't nearly have that many uploads if it weren't for him. So, or uploads up anyway, instead of just having it stored. But for me, in my very specific general area, we had a huge, we're still having, technically, it's being fixed right now as I speak. There's trucks outside and everything trying to fix it, but we had a huge internet crisis. Started about 3 months ago, but it just snowballed into this big problem to where everyone's paying all this money to this provider who's giving us no quality whatsoever. The quality was just continually dropping by the day, which was really concerning for me, because it pretty much hit its peak a little bit before halfway into the month, into Final Fantasy month. And honestly, being at the complete mercy of the strength of the internet was just, it was frustrating and disappointing and overall just upsetting. And honestly, I want to apologize, but at the same time I don't really think I can. Of course, I'm gonna say it right now, I'm sorry that we couldn't deliver, but at the same time, this internet problem was so, they were getting so many complaints. A lot of them, or I shouldn't say a lot of them, some of them by me, and some of them by a lot of people that I know that live pretty close by. And they're just now getting around to getting it fixed. Albeit I'm thankful, it's just that it was something that was completely out of our control, and we tried our best. If you were around for the streams, you'll notice that there was one stream that lasted about 20 minutes, and that's because it just buffered so much that it just froze on everything, and it was bad. It was really bad, and that was the only successfully broadcasted stream in 2 weeks. We tried almost every day for 2 weeks to stream or whatever. My internet just could not take it at all. I'm also losing my voice somehow. This is weird. I'm gonna wrap this up real quick. But anyway, even though we couldn't control this, I do apologize. Even though I already said that I really can't, but I'm gonna do it anyway, because honestly, it's something to be so stressed out about. I've said this before on another update video, but I stress about this channel all the time, and that's just how I am as a person. Like, if I don't stress about something, I probably don't care about it. Like, that's just how I am. I know that's weird to think, but that's just how my brain is wired, I guess. But from this event that had happened that I literally had no control over, other than to call someone and politely complain, I guess, about how bad my YouTube channel is doing over this themed month that they don't fucking care about. But I feel like even though it was out of my control, I feel like I learned something as the person of the group who manages the channel specifically. I feel like there was a lesson to be taken out of this, like planning wise and all this and that. Especially since I lost a lot of videos, like projects I've been working on that were a lot different in terms of like content than this channel normally has. So I don't know, I feel like I'm gonna try and recover those videos, make more types of those videos. They were top 10s in reviews specifically, by the way, and just kind of overall plan better. And I feel like now that I have it down to a science, unless something goes horribly wrong and I didn't see something through, back to the drawing board, I guess. But in the meantime, you're just gonna have to wait until you see it, and just expect a little bit more streams than there has been. I know I haven't been streaming very much lately, obviously for the reason or whatever, and even before like all the internet issues happened, I just hadn't been streaming. But I honestly find those fun now, so I'm gonna try and do those a little bit more than we had been normally. But with the uploads, oh boy, expect a lot of new and different things and different methods that we'll use within when time moves on from this video. So anyway, I want to thank everyone for their time. Follow us on Twitter, because if there's something bad going on, like an Internet Crisis Internet Crisis, the sequel, The Reckoning, follow us on Twitter, please. It's honestly the best way to keep yourself updated on what we're doing. I'm on Twitter a lot, so also if you wanna hit me up and have a conversation about something, because there's a lot to talk about, people, in just the world in general. So there you go. Also, like I've mentioned it like 40 times. Follow us on Twitch. It's just Mineral Gamers. Also, the Twitter handle for Twitter is literally just @MineralGamers, I think. So there we go, people. All right. I hope y'all had a nice Final Fantasy January or Final Fantasy month. I said January, but it's February. But everyone, I'll see you guys next year for Final Fantasy I almost said it again, Final Fantasy month. And then I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.